I was born in Bangor, and I moved here when I got married in 1950. And then Harold went into the service. They had the draft then. And when he turned, I think it was 21, I was accepted. I didn't have any problems. But in Winterport, they just wrapped their arms around you. It was a great place to raise kids because of the people. And of course, it was different times. Very different times. I wouldn't want to be doing it today. Well, my husband had a bee business. He always loved the bees, the history of them, everything about them. And so in 1950, he bought two boxes that had to be put together, and there was 2 beehives. So he did that on the side. He had worked at a Chrysler place, a brewer, and the bee business. People didn't understand about them. And they worked hard. Harold would go door to door down the east because they had a lot of berries down that area, still do. And it was a lot of work for him to get people involved, and we'd work all night delivering bees way down South Edison, all those places. They rented them for pollination. And he worked as a mechanic for Northeast Chrysler, and then at night and vacation times and everything, worked bees. That was more or less our life, it was right there in the bees, making it go. And it was a good time. We all have our different interests in it, but he really loved it, which he did that until he was too old to do it. And then he had a stroke, and we started the roadside stand, and that went on for quite, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. I painted faces on the pumpkins, and it went over. I didn't do it intending that to happen. I just did it to decorate the stand. And I did over 1,000, I think. And so that kept us busy for a while. He had other things going besides that. That's where Margie would come in. We didn't plant pumpkins except to sell. And I painted the funny ones and put them out there, and they kept going, and I'd put some more out, and they kept going. So the next year I decided, well, I'm going to plant some pumpkin. And so we planted the pumpkin. And we never had enough pumpkin. We always had to buy pumpkins. And I would sit and paint from early morning, like 6 o'clock, until 12 or 1 at night. Because we had to have at least 100 showing all the time. And the kids, they loved it. They'd get out of the car laughing and having a good time. And we had the roadside stand before that, because that's what brought us into having the roadside stand. We had to get rid of these pumpkins. So it was a lot of work, but it was so rewarding just to see those kids. And a lot of them went to the hospitals. People would come in and buy them and take home 5 or 6 of them because they're going to take them to the hospitals. So good was being done. Well, the Women's Club, they kept me busy most of the time. And I was in that, I don't know how many years now, but until my husband got sick and I stopped. And it all goes right back to the heart of the people. They make the town. And when the kids grow up and leave the town, there's no more neighborhoods. That's the way it is today. We had great parades, like the 4th of July, and there'd be other parades. And the Hamden band would come down and play, and the kids would spend weeks decorating their bikes with paper and bells and whatever. And that'd be a standout. It was great for the kids. It was a different life than what we have today. And a lot of the kids are still in the town with doing their own business. My son has started Forrest Auto Body, and we've got plumbers and electricians. The kids are kids, and they're going to make whatever way they want to. You just be there to guide them and help them along. We have some good people coming out of Winterport. I went to St. Gabriel's, and that's another place was all heart. And today, you go to church on Sunday and that's it. We used to have the lawn parties in the summertime, and they'd have games out on the lawn. Everybody got together, they put up all the games, and it was on the lawn where the bell is. And everybody cooked, everybody complained. It was the same whole thing, you know.
Yeah, and you had a supper.
Yeah, that was always good. Bean supper with a lot of help. Mostly women, but the men were good. That's about it. Well, they had the nativity scene, and it'd be the coldest day of the year. You stand out in front of the church. But I think the kids will always remember it. They'd have a real donkey parading with the Blessed Mother on his back. Now, Easter, I don't remember. My kids didn't run around gathering the eggs the way the kids do today, but they did do it. Well, we went to the first year we lived here, and we went to the town meeting. And I think it started like 6:30 or 7. And everybody got there. And we were 12 o'clock by the time we got home, and all they did was argue and served no purpose at all. One of the things that they argued about for probably 2 hours, how much they were going to pay Dave Barrow to ring the bell on the big church on the hill. Couldn't agree on price. We never went to another town meeting. Yeah, well, yes. The Girl Scouts, the girls belong to Girl Scouts. And I taught a couple of years. And then the boys, Stevie was in Cub Scouts. And he earned his Eagle when he graduated from Hamden Academy. And he loved it. To get an Eagle, I think the last thing on the list was religion. And he wanted to be baptized, and he was baptized. That gave him his medal, or whatever it goes. I can't remember. But he's still a Boy Scout. Snow Mountain. There were 4 men, I believe, that built that up. My daughter-in-law, her father, Tom Stevenson, and they weren't men that I knew except for Tom. And I guess I don't know much about it, but they were out there. Someone had to do it. It must have been those 4 boys. They had to clear the woods away, but it couldn't make a go of it. We don't have enough snow in the wintertime. We still don't have snow a lot of years.
Can you tell us about bringing your children out to Snow Mountain to ski? Did you leave them there for the day, or?
No, we never left them there, but we took them out there on Sundays. It was $15, I think. And God knows what they pay for ski today, plus the equipment. No, we didn't have the money to carry it on. Jan Froding, she lived in the second house over. And Ira Bates and Rosemary Bates. And Margaret Layton. They made the neighborhood. They're great, and they're gone now, except for Rosemary Bates and myself. But I don't know. It's not going to stay the same year after year. And we just have to accept the fact that it isn't the same old place we started out in.